emotions beat in our hearts. There are some people who will attend the forum tonight who are fearful, believe, and will expect us to behave disruptively and perhaps violently. Let us not live up to these assumptions, stereotypes, and prejudices as we want to show the entire Marin community that we are capable of and committed to achieving justice through peaceful means. This rally serves as a reminder that the states of racism and classism in Marin are evident. Look around the posters that are held up. These posters tell many stories that are often untold and often unowned. We are the Canal neighborhood, the product of racism in Marin. This Canal neighborhood, the community that has raised and cared for me, along with our Southern Marin brothers and sisters in Marin City, and the thousands of other working class families who provide the backbreaking work to make us Marin's beautiful, are often left on the sidelines of the decision-making process while we are left to accept our conditions and remain invisible. Today we are not invisible. Today we will not be silent. We will no longer be on the sidelines just hoping that someone speaks for us. Today I encourage you to demand a place on the table. Let's find our allies, build our relationships and partnerships, and to work towards common solutions to a very common problem that is coded under the term local control, aka Nimbyism. Thank you.
Introducing Philip Thomas, who is the head of the local chapter of the NAACP. No? Sorry.
Hello, everyone, and again, thank you for coming out this evening. We appreciate the gathering. My name is Philip Thomas. I am a county employee with the Communications Department. Thank you. My job is to ensure that emergency communications are maintained here in Marin County. We service the police, fire, and emergency services, making sure that when you call for 911, someone actually picks up and responds. I'm here today to just make a simple statement. I'm a Marin County employee. I make what most of us would consider a decent salary, but I cannot afford to buy a home here in Marin County. I find it very interesting. I have to live in Solano County, where the cost of living is much lower. Pardon me for the feedback. So what I just wanted to say is that if the employees who work for the residents of this county cannot afford to live in this county, what does that mean for everyone else? I have to travel 45 minutes to get here, 30-mile commute. Pollution, extra gas, wear and tear on my vehicle, extra time I have to spend away from my family. I would like to live in Marin. I think Marin is a beautiful community, but unfortunately, I can't afford it. So that's what I have to say. Thank you very much for being here, and I will turn you
Next up, we have David Levin, housing attorney, strong advocate.
Thank you. Thanks for a few minutes here. I'm an attorney, but I'm going to try to keep it short. My name is David Levin. I've been lucky enough to be a resident, living with my family in Marin County over 15 years now. And just want to say there's a lot of people in Marin who are in favor of affordable housing and recognize the severe problem and are working for solutions. And unfortunately, we're not part of a dialogue here tonight. It was really a missed opportunity. And I'm part of a group called the Mill Valley Affordable Housing Committee, working towards affordable housing solutions in Southern Marin. There's many of us who recognize the problem and are trying to work towards a solution. I also work, my daytime job is a housing attorney for Bay Area Legal Aid, and so I want to talk about a couple important laws that are involved in a lot of these issues here. We all already been mentioned about the benefits of affordable housing, but there's a couple requirements that are at issue here. We hear a lot about local control, but as mentioned before, that's really often just a code word for trying to obstruct these laws that require every city, every jurisdiction in California has to work towards supplying its fair share of affordable housing because it's good for the environment, it's good for seniors, it's good for families, it's good for all of us, and that's why we should all be talking about finding solutions. The housing element law provides for local solutions. Each local community is supposed to come up with its own ways of solving and providing the affordable housing. So it helps the environment and helps meet the recognized regional needs, because these laws were passed by the legislature in Sacramento. They were signed by the governor. These are the laws, and there's a lot of people inside here may not like these laws, but it's our job to make sure that people in Marin jurisdictions follow the laws, provide the affordable housing required. Besides the housing element, there's another important set of laws involved here. Already mentioned fair housing laws. And those are laws signed in Washington, D.C. and by the president. There's also good fair housing laws in California that make discrimination illegal. Not even just intentional discrimination, but actions that have the effect of discriminating, even if not intentional. Those are illegal under fair housing laws. And these are fair housing laws that go back to the 1960s, originally passed after the death of Dr. Martin Luther King. Literally, people gave their lives for these laws. So these are very important laws. And again, it's our job to make sure that the affordable housing problem and the connection between fair housing and affordable housing is recognized here. There was a good county report that came out about a year ago, drew the connection, explained why preventing affordable housing is often a violation of fair housing laws. So people who may be against affordable housing, I think everybody knows what gated communities are, right? And it would be against the law to make Marin County a gated county, because a gated county, it's already been said, is bad for the environment. A gated county is bad for our residents. A gated county is bad for our families. A gated county is illegal. So thank you all for coming, and thanks for these few minutes. Woo! AB 375 you might be talking about. Yeah, there's other laws in Sacramento. SB 375. Oh, the new proposed law. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. There have been proposals by Marin County to try to water down some of the laws that I've talked about. They haven't gotten very far in Sacramento yet, and it's probably fair to say that a lot of the state recognizes in these cases, what Marin might be trying to do to avoid the requirements of some of these laws. I'll be around here. If you have other questions, I'll be glad to talk to you. Thanks again.
Next up, we have our wonderful Steve Kinsey, Board of Supervisor and Supervisor for District 4.
Good evening. Thank you. It's great to stand in somebody's front yard. Pickleweed, thanks so very, very much. I really feel privileged to be here. I'm excited to see those of you who are standing with us on behalf of making Marin a more welcoming community. I particularly wanted to thank the young people that have come out as well, because it's your future that we are working for. Thank you all. I know that there are laws and there are policies and there are regional governments and local governments, but all of that is just part of the story. The real issue is, do we have the will to be a welcoming community? Do we have it in our souls to understand the power and the strength that diversity brings to a community? Everywhere on earth, the ecosystem is expanded through diversity. It survives through diversity. Sustainability depends upon diversity, and we as a community are no different. So I'm here tonight with each of you to say that we can find room. Can we find the will? And I believe we can. And I believe that we should thank the Marin Association of Public Employees just for putting an opportunity together to stand together and to speak before this evening's conference or workshop, to say we want to see Marin County make opportunities for all of us. It's really a matter of justice. It's a matter of equal opportunity, and it's a matter that needs to be attended to. So the fact that tensions may be high, voices may be somewhat strident, that's the beginning of the conversation. Keep love in your hearts. Do not be afraid of fear, but let's work through it. We have the way. This group here stands with me. I believe we have the will. Let's make it happen. Thank you very much.